Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing an extra special clean with me. If you're not sure what that is, a bunch of the bigger clean tubers, as I like to call them, got together a few months ago and they decided to do a collab where they did an ultimate clean with me and they also did something special for their families. And I really love this idea, so I thought I would kind of do the same. And we're going to be doing an ultimate clean with me where I'm going to be focusing mostly on my kitchen and my living room today, but we're also going to be doing something special for my family. So the something special part will come near the end of the video. We have an apple tree in the back of our house in our backyard, and the apples are ready for picking. So I wanted to go ahead and pick the apples and make my family some applesauce, some homemade applesauce, as well as some apple pie filling that I canned and I just am going to have ready for the rest of the year whenever I want to make some apple pies. So as you can see here, we're just going through showing you the overview of the disgustingness that was my house. And we're going to get to work cleaning out the living room first. Then we'll move on into the kitchen. Then we'll do the apples. So enjoy.
Who knows what you think about me? And I know I shouldn't care. I really tried my best, but I can't make you happy. And I can't stop time for you. I don't know why we couldn't work this out, because you know I tried the best I could. I don't know how or what I could have done better. Baby, I really tried the best I could. I can't stop time for you. I can't stop time for you.
I just wanted to go ahead and make a little note here in case you have not seen my previous video where I talked about this chair. I know it looks terrible. I usually cover it with blankets because this chair is just so comfortable and we love it so much, but it is absolutely trashed. So I keep it covered with blankets, which of course end up getting ripped off half the time, but we think we might just end up getting this chair recovered because we love it so much and don't want to get a new one.
I can't stop time for you. I've played my part for nothing, and I did it all for you, for you. Yeah, we've been through this, I'm not the one you need right now. And I can't stop time for you. I don't know why we couldn't work this out, because you know I tried the best I could. The best I could. I can't stop time for you. I can't stop time for you. I don't wanna be with somebody who's never gonna be around for me, around for me. I'm running out of energy, I realize you'll never be the one for me. I can't stop time for you. Won't you get out my way, get out my way. I don't need this right now. I don't need this right now.
I always forget to dust this dresser as well as the shelf that you guys will see here in a second above the dresser. All of a sudden I'll look at it and it will be so gross because I've forgotten to dust it for like forever, for like a month. So I was glad that I was able to get to this today. And I also had a bunch of books up here that I needed to find homes for. So that's all done. And this space actually looks good now. So as you can see, everything is nice and tidy now in the living room. I was able to wipe off that little coffee table in the middle because it absolutely needed. My son has snacks there sometimes and it gets really gross. I vacuumed, I cleaned up all the toys, I straightened the shelves. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. And I also did the couch. So everything's looking good. Now it's time to head on into the kitchen and we'll be tidying everything up there and getting everything ready for our apple stuff going on a little bit later.
Won't you get out my way, get out my way. I don't need this right now, right now, right now. Okay. I don't need this right now. I don't need this right now.
My little guy was playing outside here in our backyard. We have a closed-in backyard, so I tend to try and let him have a little bit of freedom and play out there for, 10 minutes at a time or so, as long as I'm in the kitchen and able to watch him. So he was, I don't know, getting into something here, so I kept having to stop what I was doing and yell at him to stop whatever he was doing.
I know that we would never work. I know that someone would get hurt. I think I have to let you go. Should be easy, but it's not. 'Cause the problem is I love you. What to do? I count to 3 when you're next to me. I love you. What to do now? Do now. Only problem is I love you. What to do? You got me bound, make my world spin round. I love you. What to do now? I want you.
You're stuck inside my head. Oh, I can't stop thinking about all the words you said. I think I have to let you go.
So now that my sink is clean, I'm going to go ahead and just wash off these other jars of applesauce that I previously made. I've already canned them and everything, so I'm just going to go ahead and wash them off so that I can put them into my pantry. And then we should be pretty much ready to go ahead and get our apples and get started with our applesauce. I just want to make sure that the kitchen is nice and clean, because when you're doing kind of an extra task like that, you definitely want to start with a clean slate. So you want to make sure you have everything put away so that you're not just adding mess on top of mess, because in the end, you will just have a huge disaster. So that is the plan of attack.
Be easy, but it's not. Only problem is I love you. What to do? You got me bound, make my world spin round. I love you. What to do now? Do now. Only problem is I love you so damn much. Every word you say, every time we touch. I love you now. I want you. I want you.
Okay, so kitchen is much cleaner. Everything is tidy, put away. Sink is washed, sink is clean. Everything has its spot. I kept out my canning stuff because we'll probably be doing that later on today. But other than that, it's looking pretty good. A lot better than it was, that's for sure. All right, you guys, welcome to my apple tree. We get a ton of apples off of this tree every single year. So I always have a lot of appley things around my house. I always try to can some applesauce, and I cut some up for the winter months when we don't have the tree. And yeah, we just get a ton of apple things to do with this tree. So now that my bounty is harvested, I'm going to go ahead and start up a sink full of water with lemon in it so that I can just put the apples once I've cut them. I don't peel these apples because they they are quite small, and I usually just use the peel and everything. I actually like it better that way. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut them all up into small pieces, and then we're going to get a pot going on the stove, one for the apple sauce and one for the apple pie filling. So right now I'm working on the apple pie filling, and I'm just adding some brown sugar, cinnamon, and nutmeg to it, along with some water. And we'll just get those getting all soft. And at the end, we're going to add a little bit of flour and water to them just to kind of thicken it up a bit. And that is it for my pie filling. And for the applesauce here in the other pot, all I'm doing is just putting a little bit of water, the same seasonings with the little tiny bit of brown sugar, because like I said, these apples are quite sweet, and go ahead and cook that down. Now my pie filling is done, so I'm just going to get that all into the can, and I will can these later on. I'm probably not going to show that portion of the video, but yeah, I'm just getting these all into the can. So I've got a couple, probably about 4 pies worth of pie filling. Now I am mashing down my apples for my apple sauce, and I'm going to go ahead and put these into my blender. You can use a blender or you can use a food processor. I actually ended up using my food processor this time because I just had a small batch, but if you have a larger batch of applesauce, go ahead and use your blender. It'll go a lot faster that way. So that is it really for this video, you guys. This was my extra special thing that I did for my family. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.